Hey guys, Trebor7 here, and this is going to be a how to quit smoking video. And I found a method that worked for me, and I've shared it with several people over the internet via email. And the last person I sent it to, about 6 weeks later, she emailed me back just ecstatic that she was finally able to quit smoking, and she insisted that I make a video of this to share it with the world. So that's what we're doing. Now, if you're not a smoker, I would like to ask you to leave. If you are a smoker and you have any desire to quit or a need to quit, this video is for you. Okay, so it's really tough to quit smoking because we have a psychological addiction and a physical addiction, and it's just become, a part of our life. It's so ingrained in our life that it's almost impossible to quit. So the easiest way to quit is to simply replace it with something that you enjoy just as much. Now, I have a website that sells electronic cigarettes, but it's not about that. I'm not going to link you to my website or try to sell you anything or make any money whatsoever from this video. In fact, quite the contrary, I'm going to give away a kit at the end of the video. But what we have to do is find something that'll mimic it. Now, I've done all the legwork. I've tried probably 20 e-cigarettes and, I don't know, maybe 6, 7, 8 different vaping setups. And I found what works for me. And I'm going to share this with you and save you all the legwork and expense of shopping around trying to find something that mimics your habit, and just give you something that I know works and it's good for anyone who wants to quit. And the tank that I like is the Nautilus 1 5mm tank. Now, this is actually an older type of model. It's not something brand new and right off the market, but it's got that perfect mouth to lung hit. It's got an adjustable airflow, and it's got a nice big e-juice reservoir that'll last you all day, so you're not fiddling around filling it up with e-juice. And actually, it comes with a larger drip tip like this, chrome. And I put this on there just because I prefer the lower profile. But that's the tank I recommend, Nautilus 1 5mm tank. And then the battery, another important part. We need a battery that's small enough to where it's convenient to use, but yet powerful enough to last us all day. And the one I found that works the best is this little Target Mini that comes with adjustable temperature control, which I like 10.7 for this particular setup. And another important part of this Nautilus 1 is to get the BVC coils. The coils are the little gizmo inside that actually create the vapor. And chances are maybe you've tried other vaping setups or e-cigs and just didn't like the taste or whatever. Chances are you weren't using the ceramic coils. So that's a very important part, is to make sure you get the Aspire BVC Nautilus coil replacements. And I recommend the 1.8 ohm resistance. So you get that right coil, and you get all that set up, and last but not least, the most important thing is a good quality e-juice. And I've tried all the foo-foo flavored e-juices and quote-unquote organic and all these different ones, and the only one I found that's really close to a smoke taste and that is clean and pure is by a company called Black Note. Blacknote.com. You can go and buy e-juice that's actually made from tobacco. It's cold pressed from tobacco and has no added flavors or colors or anything. In fact, everything is scientifically examined. You can check out the research on it and find out that it is a clean and pure e-juice, and it tastes good. And it's a 50-50 blend, vegetable glycol and propylene glycol, which creates a nice full flavor and lots of vapor. It's the best e-juice that I've found thus far, and I prefer the flavor Forte. So that's the setup. And as for the method, what we're going to do, for example, I smoked 30 cigarettes a day for about 30 years. So when I went to quit, what I did was I cut it in half. So I would smoke 15 cigarettes a day and then supplement with this vaping device. And just do that for a couple of weeks. And the juice comes in different levels of nicotine, like this one's 0. But it starts out at full, which is 18. Then they have I believe it's 12, 10, 8, 6, and 3, and 0. So start out with a full strength, and then, like I said, cut your smoking in half and supplement with this. And then after a couple of weeks of that, cut that in half again. So now we're down to, 7 cigarettes a day, in my case, and supplementing with our vaping device. And then cut that down again to 3, those most important ones, usually that morning cigarette after lunch and after dinner. And do that for a couple of weeks. Again, staying on the full nicotine 18 on our vaping. And then after a couple of weeks of that, switch to 1 cigarette a day. Whatever one is most important. Maybe it's that first thing in the morning, or maybe it's right before you go to bed, or maybe it's after dinner. Whatever that 1 cigarette a day you want, and keep that for as long as you want, 2, 3, 4 weeks, whatever, and stay on the full strength nicotine. And then after you're satisfied with that 1 cigarette a day, let's do away with that one, and we're just going to vape all the time. And then stay on the 18 for another week or so while you're tobacco free. And then every time you order the bottle, drop down a notch. Order 12, and then the 8, and then the 6, and then the 3, and then wean yourself all the way down to 0, like I am now. And you will have weaned yourself off of cigarettes and weaned yourself off of nicotine without having to go through all the withdrawals, and you still get to do all the wonderful things you liked about smoking. So that's basically it in a nutshell. And once you're down to 0 nicotine using this good clean Black Note e-juice, it's pretty clean, it's healthy. You will reap all the wonderful benefits of everyone who quit smoking without having to give up all the wonderful things you loved about smoking. All right, now I mentioned earlier that I was going to give away a kit. If you're watching this video and perhaps you're financially challenged and can't afford the $15 tank, the $25 battery, the $20 e-juice, and the $5 cartridges, which I do recommend buying double up on everything if possible, so you always have a fully charged and fully e-juiced vaping device. But you can start with just one, as I did. If you're in that situation where you can't afford it, here's an opportunity. I'll give you a free one. I will give you a Nautilus 1 kit, which is the tank and 2 replacement coils, a box of coils, that's 5 coils, well over a month's supply, and a battery. Granted, this isn't the same Target battery, but this is a good, high quality, somewhat small battery, and a bottle of Black Note e-juice. Get you started. So everything you need to get started for free. All I ask in return is that you document your progress. Maybe every week do a little 2 to 3 minute video and say where you're at. Of course, the first video you might say how many cigarettes a day you smoke, and then give us an update when you cut that in half. And each time you switch, just make a little update video, and I'll make a little compilation and share it, and attach it to this video to help inspire others to help them quit smoking. So if this sounds like something you want, if you want a freebie, you'll need to open up a YouTube channel, make a video showing your face, tell us a little bit about you, where you're from, how many cigarettes you smoke, and why you want to quit. And be the first one to post your link in the comments section of this video, and I'll get in touch with you to get your address and whatnot, and I will send you a free kit. And then we'll keep an eye out for your video progress. All right, I hope that was helpful. I think that's everything. If I missed anything, feel free to leave questions in the comments below, and I will also write or type the names of all these products down below. Again, no links, but you can copy and paste them into your search engine and buy them from eBay or wherever it is you like to shop, and quit smoking the easy way. All right, hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. This is Trebor 7. Good day, God bless, and namaste.